Yo, this is Soldier. I'm 86 bringing you another video. I know it's been a long time since I've done any kind of action figure related video. I put up like two 2K videos, uh, but I was trying to stay active just a little bit on here, but I do want to try to get back into doing some action figure showcase videos. I even want to get back into like doing some like legit reviews, man. I have not really done any like real action figure reviews in a very, very long time. But yeah, so I want to take a look at all of this. As a matter of fact, I might like do some reviews of the figures that you see here. So these are my latest pickups that I've gotten from McFarlane like over the last few months. You know what I mean? Like some of them are like really, really new that I've gotten like last month. But anyways, these are my newest pickups from McFarlane. I love, 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 love this line so much. Like I really do, man. It's pretty much like the only thing that I'm collecting now. The only other thing that I got toy wise, and this was a birthday gift, was I got this because I do have a collection of cars. So I thought this was dope. My wife actually got this for me for my birthday. So I think this is pretty cool. I like this. I dig it. But that's like the only other thing. Everything else has been McFarlane. So where should we start? Let's start with Wonder Woman, man. So this is the newly released Wonder Woman with the better face sculpt. It looks more like Gal Gadot. And her legs are sculpted. She actually has legs, I should say, this time. This is from the Shazam movie, Fury of the Gods. I was so happy that McFarlane re-released this figure because I've been wanting a proper Wonder Woman to go with the Justice League from the movie. My setup looked kind of weird. I mean, like I made it work the way that I had her positioned, but I had the Mafex Wonder Woman from the 1984 Wonder Woman movie. I had that version of it with the McFarlane stuff, and those figures are so short, and Wonder Woman is not short, so it looked weird. But like I said, I made it work. It didn't bother me too much, just as long as I had all the characters from Zack Snyder's Justice League represented, I was fine. But this is a must-have if you need a Wonder Woman from the movies and you need her to be of the right scale to go with the other Justice League figures. This is the perfect one to have. I'm so glad that he re-released this, man. This was much needed in my collection. This was seriously much needed. I think this figure looks really, really good, as you can see. I love that face sculpt. The face sculpt looks so dope. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give her a sword, so I'm gonna have to find one to give her. But anyways, I dig this, man. So I was very, very happy that this was re-released. And then let's go with Garrick Flash. This dude is fun to pose, man. I'm telling you, man. This figure right here is extremely fun to pose. This is super dope. This was one that I have been having my eye on for a long time. When I would see it on Amazon, I never saw it in stores, so I don't know if it was ever in stores. I can't remember. I remember seeing a video where somebody was talking about like upcoming McFarlane stuff a while ago, and I saw this. I can't remember if this was a Walmart figure or whatever, but it's on Amazon, so I don't. Anyways, when I first saw it on Amazon, it was more than I think it should have been. I was never seeing it for like the $20 price. It was like almost 30 every time I would see it on Amazon. And so I finally saw it for $19.99 and I had to pick this guy up. I would have probably got it for the other price anyway at some point in time because I did want this Flash figure. Like I said, I think that this Flash figure is dope. I really, really do. And I'm not trying to run through this quick. It's more so a situation of like, I do think I want to actually do some like hands-on reviews of these figures. At least some of them. So yeah, got the Garrick. I think he looks awesome. Very fun to pose. I actually want to put him back up here. He is like extremely fun to pose. Then I do want to collect and connect for the build Cyborg from Flashpoint. I think that Cyborg looks dope. Definitely need him in my collection. I got two Cyborgs right now. I got the animated one, and I have the movie one, of course, the Zack Snyder's Justice League Cyborg. But this is the Aquaman from Flashpoint, evil Aquaman. And by the way, I did want to talk about this. Is another reason why I wanted to put a video up of some sort. Now I know a lot of McFarlane figures really don't have the issue of like loose joints. The joints in McFarlane figures are pretty sturdy for the most part. One thing that I have discovered posing figures around is you can balance these guys pretty easy. And I never knew that. I would pose these figures around before, but they would never I would never try to make them stay in a pose like this. So this is cool that he can balance on his one foot. Well, he's on the carpet now, but when he's on a hard surface, there, like he stays. He hasn't fallen once. Trying to put him on the carpet just now, I can see him teetering, but he's got great balance, man. A lot of the figures do. My camera tilted. But yeah, I love that. So that was something new for me, man. I've been posing these guys around and just keeping them in pose. Like, as a matter of fact, I did one with the regular Aquaman. His other foot's not touching the base. I kind of wanted to have an effect like he's underwater and posing. But yeah, I never did that before, but I finally did. It was cool. And if you hear a noise in the back, that is my cat, and she is so annoying. Oh my gosh. I love her to death, but she is meowing so loud right now. So if you hear any sounds, that is my cat. I was trying to ignore it, but she is meowing so loud. I think she's trying to wake my wife up. I'm doing this video early in the morning and she does this. I usually get up really, really early. So anyways, back to the video. No way to cut that out. But all right, let's see. Now we got the Atom. Now this is a figure that did take me a little bit of time to get. I actually picked up the Captain Cold from this wave, the Page Punchers Atom. I picked up the Captain Cold around the time when this wave came out, at least when I saw it in stores, because I was seeing people do reviews of this wave before I ever saw it in any of like Walmarts or Targets in my area. This Atom figure is dope. Now, why did it take me so long to get this figure? I don't know, because I literally got this like about a week ago. And I just love this thing, man. I absolutely love this figure. You have no idea. I mean, like the paint on, or not, sorry, not even just like the paint. I mean, like the sculpt. The sculpting of this figure is like my favorite. Like just the way everything, all of the details, this looks amazing. And I remember seeing a video where somebody was talking about how like there's not a lot of paint details on it and whatnot, but Page Punchers comes with a comic book. And if you look inside of the comic book, McFarlane did a pretty good job of like imitating the way the character looked in the book. He only really, in a lot of the panels, he has this. There's really no other extra details. A lot of the panels that the Atom is in, he has like just this red and blue like color. I mean, for me, I didn't look at the entire book. I didn't even read it, but I was just flipping through the pages, and a lot of it looks like this. A lot of the details are like this in that book. You know, it's kind of that thing where, you know, when you read comic books, there's certain shots where if it's like just a couple characters in a panel, all of the details show, but then when there's like a big battle scene going on, you'll kind of see not all the details. You'll mainly just see the colors and whatnot. That's what this looked like in the book. So it was weird how people were, well, the specific review I saw, there was a complaint of like not having a lot of paint details almost saying like it was too plain of a figure, but nah, it looks pretty accurate to what was in that book. So I dig it, man. I think that this looks really, really dope, man. It's one of my favorite new pickups that I've gotten. This thing is like badass. Like seriously, the sculpting of this is like all over. This is dope. This is super dope. You can have him posed any kind of way. Like I've had him posed in different ways just because he's so like fun to kind of like find a new, I don't know, find a new way to pose him all the time, man. But this dude looks awesome. Now, let's you know what? Let's take these guys out of the frame. Now, and I do have one more figure to show. Actually, you know what? Let me get that one out of the way first. Let me get this one out of the way first. The other figure I did pick up is this Batman from the animated series. This was the one that was like $50 and it came with that huge base where it's like the, you know, the lightning in the back. You hit the button, kind of like showing how it looks when the cartoon used to come on. This is phenomenal. Now, I don't get a lot of the animated stuff. The only other animated figure that I have is the Cyborg one. And I think the Cyborg I think it's on the Teen Titans, whatever. That McFarlane animated figure is probably one of the best because he's not top heavy. He can stand up because, I mean, he's a cyborg. So he's kind of, even though he has the smaller legs and a bigger top, his legs are big enough and sturdy enough to where he can stand. This guy still kind of has to lean against something. He stands on the big base a little bit easier than this right here, but Batman right here is still very top heavy. So it is what it is, but I do love this figure. I just wanted to have a representation of this because I loved the 90s animated cartoon growing up. So I just wanted to show that. I would have him standing up, whatever, but he's going to fall. I'm going to have him leaned against something. But let us get a little closer. Let us get a little closer. I absolutely love this Superman and this Batman. Two other figures that took me so long to get. This Page Puncher Superman came out a while ago. Took me a long time to get it. Finally got it. I think it's dope. Strident did a video of it and he was singing its praises. And man, when you get this Superman figure in hand, you really see how dope it is. You truly see how dope this Superman figure is, man. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't. I know I'm saying words. I get it. I'm saying words, but at the same time, I do not know what to say. This is badass. Everything from the sculpting of the S on the chest, the sculpt, like the body sculpt, everything, man. This looks dope. Like this is phenomenal, man. I will say this is probably my favorite Superman until I get that new Hush Superman that's coming out. This is probably my favorite one because that Hush Superman looks super dope. It looks super dope. You know, I missed out on the other one where he's got like that Poison Ivy stuff, like when he gets like brainwashed. I don't have that one. I want it, but damn, dude, like, look at this. The face sculpt, everything, man. I even love the sculpting of the cape because the mold of the cape, just because I have him in this pose, so it's like the wind is kind of blowing his cape around. The other Superman that I really like that I have in my collection from McFarlane is this. And I did a head swap. This is the infected Superman. And I just did a head swap just because at the time, you know, we didn't have a regular looking Superman like this. But the thing that's messed up is that the infected Superman doesn't have the right like blue, but it still looks good. I like it. But yeah. This Page Puncher Superman though, phenomenal. Like phenomenal. Like I love it. I dig it. This feels like a review of this figure right now, so I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do a separate video of this, man, but this is dope. This is that Superman is dope. Now, this Batman. Oh, okay. So I wanted to get the Page Puncher's Batman. But then I saw this guy, and I saw this Batman for a long time. I kept seeing it at my GameStop. I kept seeing it at Walmart. And I was like, man, I don't know. I was like, he looks a little small. That was my like thing. I was like, he looks a little small. But man, let me tell you, I don't care what anybody says. It's my opinion. This is my onion. Um this Batman right here, this Batman right here, this rebirth Batman right here is by far the best rebirth Batman that they have ever done for any company. I remember, I think Mattel made one, DC Collectibles made one. They do not hold a candle to this. They do not hold a candle to this. McFarlane killed it. He killed it. Look at this. The bat symbol on the chest, everything. This looks phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, man. Everything. I like the ears, all of this, man. Like this just looks dope. And the cape, the sculpting of the cape looks badass. Just the way that it's like hanging and flowing, like this is a dope looking Batman. This Batman right here makes me definitely wants a Robin that goes with it. So I definitely need to get I think it's the Tim Drake Robin that's supposed to be coming out, but I don't know if that Tim Drake Robin will go right with this Batman. He might have to be posed up with another Batman that I have, but regardless, this looks super dope. This looks super dope, man. And to be honest with you, when I first saw like the design of the rebirth Batman, I liked it in the comic books, but like it wasn't my favorite. But in figure form, man, you better stop. McFarlane, you better stop making all this goodness. Making all this goodness. Um but I'm hype, y'all, man. These are dope. I'm very happy. I am very, very, very happy. Again, I would put Batman back in this frame. However, I know the brother's not going to stand up. But this video is going on for a while now. If you've made it this far, thank you for, tuning in. As always, I appreciate you. This is Soul Drum 86, and I'm out. Peace.